Hello, welcome back to my channel, viewers. Thank you for your comments and for viewing and returning each week. I want to answer a fairly common question that I get, and this is often via emails, etc. And I know that I've briefly touched on this previously, but I feel I probably didn't give a correct or an informative, comprehensive answer. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So what's the topic? Well, it's about Noahide activity in Australia. Now, so what's on in Australia for Noahides on a regular basis, so to speak. And as I said, I have addressed this topic before, but I think it's time I revisited it and pointed out some facts that will be helpful to some of you, at least, who ask this question. Now, I often hear questions like, there's nothing for us in Australia. Where are the big Noahide groups or the rural Noahide groups? Where are the Noahide synagogues? So I feel that I need to make known to people what is actually available at the moment. And that's things that we have happening on a regular basis that most of you that watch regularly are probably aware of, but some of you may not be. So what's happening? Let me give you some statistics about Australia first before I go any further, because I think this will make you have a better understanding of our situation in Australia as Noahides. Now, first of all, let's look at the area of Australia. That is the area, internal area of Australia. So here are the facts. It is 7.68 million square kilometres. Now, for those of you who are not on metric, that is 2.968 million square miles. So just, you can go on later and compare that to the size of Europe and the United States, and you'll probably be quite surprised. It's large. It's a large single continent. And mostly the interior, to a large extent, is desert and not habitated by cities and towns, etc. So you're left to the coastal, subcoastal and tablelands regions of the nation where the most density of your population is going to be. Which brings us to the next topic. What is the current population of Australia now? Well, in 2021, the population for Australia was 25.77 million. Now, I don't really think I need to point out to you, if you compare our population to other countries in the world and compare our interior square miles or square kilometres, you will see by that we are a very small population in a very, very large continent. So that clears up, I think, a lot of questions that many of you may actually have. Now, the next thing I want to look at is what we actually are doing in reaching out to Noahides residing in Australia and to a large degree as well New Zealand. So what's happening for Noahides? Do we have anything regularly to involve them? Well, yes, we do. Now, as I'm explaining this, I do want you to also understand that we're looking at population, size of our continent, and also we're still dealing with the effects of COVID, although we can't blame it entirely at this point in time. And we're looking at distance, time it takes to get physically from one part of Australia to another. It takes ages to get from one large side of one large city like Sydney or Melbourne to the other side. You know, the distance, the linear distance is amazing. So let's continue on here. What do we have available now on a weekly basis? So I'm going to start here and tell you that every Sunday, currently at 9:30 a.m. Queensland time, we have the company of Rabbi Dr. Shimon Cowan. He gives a class on Zoom most Sundays, and that is an extremely informative class, and it's for Noahides, especially for Noahides. And we are lucky to have access to this man because Rabbi Cowan is well renowned amongst Jewish and Noahide communities for his great service to Noahides, and he's a celebrated author and a wonderful, wonderful teacher. So we have access to him freely. This is not costing a cent. You just have to go on Zoom and join his class. And yet, some weeks we only have 5 to 6 people show up. Other times there's 9. There's been occasions when we've had as many as 12. These are freely available via Zoom, no cost involved. So I encourage you to consider that. I always put links up where you can access these Zooms. I put them up on our Facebook page, which Australia and New Zealand Noahides. I have a Facebook group. And we have a WhatsApp group. I will give you links to where you can locate all those. Then we have on every Tuesday now at 10 a.m. Brisbane time, we have an open free Zoom meeting. It's for men and women, Noahide men and women combined, all free, no charge. Then on Saturdays at 10 a.m. we have a Zoom meeting for Sons of Noah. That is for the men, Noahide men, New Zealand, Australia, and anywhere in the world really. They can join that session through the Zoom link. And then also on a Saturday at 12 midday, we have Noah's Daughters. That's a Zoom meeting, women only. Now, these are designed primarily for people living in Australia and New Zealand. However, people are free to join from other areas if they wish to. Again, if you look in the description box below, I will leave a link to my website where you will find all these dates, times, etc., or links where you can locate this information. So there's a record of this information for you to access. Then, you're all welcome. All people living in Australia and New Zealand, New Guinea, South Africa, anywhere in the world, you're welcome to join if those times suit you and you can. There's no restriction on who can come to those Zoom meetings. So please make use of them. As I said, they don't cost you anything, just your time. One of the things that I think a lot of Noahides don't understand is that we don't have the longitude of history of coming together as a group in modern day times. So you've got to understand that we don't have synagogues. In fact, we're not required to have them. We don't have to build synagogues for Noahides. We can meet in someone's backyard. We can meet in the big shed like we've got on our farm, like you can just gather together in someone's house. It's not a requirement. That we don't have the population of Noahides yet that could even financially support a specific Noahide building. We're not at that point yet. So what we have to do is make the most of what ability we have to join each other face to face, albeit in Zoom, but we're able to do it. Now, the other thing I want to bring to your attention is that in 2023, February from the 5th to the 9th, we are having our very first Noahide Asia Pacific Australasian conference. It will be in Melbourne, and we will have access to Rabbi Cowan, who will be the official rabbi of that conference. There will be people who will visit in person, and we have some people coming from New Zealand. They'll be flying in. We are having this face-to-face, real-life, personal conference. It's our first, and we're so excited about it. And we're hoping at this conference, when we get together, we will look at promoting what we're going to do in the future about having face-to-face gatherings. Will we have little small satellite meetings each year or something in different states or whatever? We'll talk about those things. We will try to reduce the physical isolation as much as we can. But in the meantime, I implore you all to take advantage of these Zoom platforms that we have available, whereby you just turn up at it, press the link and join. And to access that, again, I'll repeat, go to the website. The link is in the description box below, and you can avail yourself of these times and activities that take place. But I stress again, this is all free. And the Sunday lesson that Rabbi Cowan gives, it is amazing. We are so privileged, so blessed to have this man for a whole hour to ourselves to talk about things that are of importance to Noahides. He's a brilliant man, brilliant author, and a champion of Noahides. So please turn up. Our Zoom room's big enough to hold a huge crowd. So if you only pick one thing to attend, please make that your priority with Rabbi Cowan. Join us every Sunday in Australia at usually it's 9:30 a.m. Queensland time. But by all means, you're welcome to join our other Zoom meetings, etc. Love to have your company. And remember, it is about Noahides. It's learning about Noahide ways and the things that we need to value and understand as righteous individuals. It's not about conversion or criticizing other faiths. It is about Noahides for Noahides. If you are new to learning about Noahides and want to genuinely learn more, we welcome you with open arms. But we are not going to be drawn into contentious discussion or debate with people of other faith. We don't have time for that. We have too much still to learn about being righteous Gentiles, about being Noahides. So please, there are avenues available for learning, and I'm just speaking about what's available through Australia and New Zealand. There are other groups out there I know who have Zoom classes, etc., and for learning purposes, like Terry Hayes and Scotty Hilton. They do a wonderful Zoom session every week. I've done a video previously about their wonderful work. So there is lots of avenues out there available where you get good, honest, pure teaching about the real truth of being a Noahide. So please don't say there's nothing out there. There is. You've just got to avail yourself of it, make a commitment to learn, and you will find something that suits you. In the meantime, thank you everyone who sends me emails and asks me questions. I do try my best to answer them as quickly and as accurately as I can. I don't get everything done the way I'd like it to get done, but bear with me, and please, you become a member of a community, and it doesn't matter if it's an online community. We still smile and talk and love you just the same. In the meantime, please take care, and God bless.